The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, Orlando Jordan.
The colorful, the flamboyant.
Let's not forget Bizarre.
Bizarre. There's a checklist a mile long with this guy. Orlando Jordan making his way to the ring here on TNA Explosion. It's JP Jeremy Borash along with the human suplex machine Taz. And the man is a sparkling warrior. There's no question about that.
Yeah, well, usually he takes that lollipop, finds SoCal Val, our lovely ring announcer, and jams it down her throat. But I guess that's not happening on this episode. That's a good thing.
We have been spared that visual, thankfully. But he is in singles action this week.
Tell you what, my man is the Lady Gaga TNA. Gaga!
And his opponent, from parts unknown, Suicide!
The former X Division champion about to make his way to the ring here on Explosion. His first time in the ring with Orlando Jordan. And this guy has been all over the world. He's toured Japan and certainly picked up a lot of things over there. Oh, I dare say that he has not yet seen anything as far as a competitor goes.
Well, you know what? I've always wondered with Suicide, is it a man or a woman? Not Orlando. Is Suicide, is it a man or a woman? I mean, we never know. You don't know. This day and age, how people are built. So look at Suicide. I wouldn't, I'd venture to say, I did say venture,
yes,
that maybe this is not the first time that Orlando Jordan hooked up with a fellow with a mask on. I mean, hooked up in a wrestling sense. You know what I mean? Probably wrestle some guys with masks.
Sure. Some different types of
Gimpy,
material.
like a gimpy type of mask.
Well, vinyl, leather, whatever.
Latex.
Offering the lollipop as a, I guess the proverbial olive branch, I guess you could say. Is that what that would be?
Yeah, the sucker branch. So
sure.
now, something like that.
Surprised Andrew Thomas didn't pick it up and try.
What's he got now? Yeah, well, what is that now? What is he got? What is he giving him, man? I got bad eyes. What is he got? $1?
That appears to be
another lollipop.
A distraction is what that was. And Orlando Jordan, don't let his.
You don't hand someone a distraction, JB. I said, what did he hand him? You go, a distraction.
Well,
what is that?
He handed it suicide.
Yeah,
Obviously,
exactly.
Infinity for
Thank you.
lollipops.
All right, great. Thanks.
Shoulder block, tackle, down goes Orlando Jordan. Suicide, who is a former X Division champion, as we said earlier, has really climbed the ranks of the X Division, has been a mainstay, and certainly for now with the launch of the TNA.
Hey, maybe, you know what I'm thinking? Wait, watch this. Sorry to interrupt while you're talking, but maybe we should start a new division for Orlando Jordan, the Triple X Division.
It's possible, Taz.
What do you think of that?
Who else is in that one with him?
You could have him. You could have a bunch of the knockouts. You could have, of course, you'd want Eric Young involved with that.
We'll
Look
have
at Suicide.
Meeting after the show on that one. Drop kick does not connect from the top rope. And Suicide has certainly been a great competitor in the X Division, whereas Orlando Jordan has recently been competing in the ranks of the tag team division along with his partner, Eric Young, who we've seen on Explosion many times.
Yes, the fellow I just mentioned. Eric Young is a man who's, it's very well documented. He landed on his head and doesn't quite know what day it is, what month, what year, where he is, who his tag team partner is, who his opponent is.
Who
Eric
we
Young,
are.
Yeah, who we are. No one knows who we are, but that's another story.
Whoa.
Oh, boy.
That's a dance move you won't see in South Beach too often, right, Taz?
No, I don't really go near South Beach, North Beach, East Beach. Any beach that does that, I'm not there. Oh! Well, Suicide knocking a taste right out of Orlando Jordan's mouth.
And Suicide, who has shown to be a high flyer, isn't afraid to take it to the floor, take it to the air. He can do it all.
Well, Orlando Jordan's about to get lit up here. Oh, I told you.
Somersault dive to the floor, takes out Orlando Jordan, and Suicide with the advantage. High-risk maneuver completed and successful. Will it be enough to take out Orlando Jordan? We're going to find out when we come back here on TNA Explosion. We are back. It is Orlando Jordan versus Suicide.
Yeah, if you're Suicide, you don't want Orlando to do a standing switch and get behind you. That would not be good. Oh, boy. Whoa, buddy. it's slippy, slippery.
It certainly is, and I'm sure now Suicide full of all kinds of glitz and glamour. There's a kick, though, that takes down Suicide.
That's the thing with Orlando. I mean, he's outlandish, bizarre, sometimes uncomfortable to watch. But his offense is so effective, pinpointing, attacking his opponent time in and time out.
Well, I'm not going to say this whole thing is a calculated mind game, because I'm sure well, quite frankly, I've seen him out of the ring, and he wears the same clothes, looks the same. So I'm not going to say it.
So you hang out with Orlando, you're saying? You're hanging out with Orlando Jordan after a show, or maybe you guys share a rent-a-car, maybe a room. What are you saying?
I'm saying we try to save money on the road. But Orlando Jordan, one thing we've learned from him over the years is that this is no mind game for him that he can't handle and certainly implement to his advantage. And certainly working into the head of the opponent is half the battle sometimes, Tex.
Well, I worked at another company with Orlando Jordan. He was in charge of a cabinet. So I guess he was part of like a closet.
He was in charge
closet.
of it? Yes.
Right. I don't want to get into details, but he wasn't this. He didn't have this side. Maybe he had this side, but it wasn't public. I guess it was in the cabinet.
Sure, it was in the cabinet, and he chose now, since coming to TNA Wrestling, to let it all out. Why not? Right, here we go.
Watch that cover there. You might want to pick a different cover, Suicide, like your basic lateral press.
Well, he certainly has shown he'll do anything to win. Orlando Jordan takes him down.
Spine buster city right there. Orlando Jordan, he's got control right here. He's on top, and he's not really rushing to get a cover. Oh, boy.
And
I'm going to lower the lights and get a candle for this guy.
There's a cover, and 2.
Yeah, he's
usually you'd want to hook the leg, Taz. Usually you'd want to
hook the leg. I don't think that's. I guess you want to hook the leg. I don't know. You want
a proper pinfall.
I guess some fellas want to hook 2 legs. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go for the basic lateral press or a choke out and just get out of there. You know.
Any way to get the 3 count. That's the objective, ladies and gentlemen. This is TNA Explosion. You're watching. Of course, 60 minutes of total nonstop action wrestling every week here. We would like to thank our viewers in Australia, our viewers in the United Kingdom. Record numbers going on, and we appreciate everybody tuning in each and every week right here on Explosion. You're going to see great action like this, and of course, we have seen Orlando Jordan many weeks here on TNA Explosion put away opponents, along with Eric Young. Had a bit of a winning streak as of late, but now in singles action, faring rather well thus far.
Oh, Suicide. Right on top of his head with that DDT.
And Taz, look at the ring, full of
The what?
The
Eddie Thomas? Oh, sparklies. You're obsessed with these sparklies, huh?
That's
when you were a kid and you had a birthday party, they didn't have like little confetti and sparklies for you? You had no balloons? What's your story? No cake? No candles?
I like shiny things.
You're a freak like some other people I know around here. Freaky. But I like you, JB. Well, control is had right now. You control the head, you control the body, and that's what Orlando Jordan is doing, controlling the head of Suicide.
Oh! He goes in with a big kick that takes Orlando Jordan down. And what we've seen from Suicide is a good variety of offense. He can hit you with anything from any direction.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, if Suicide is able to go for a cover, he might get the victory. This could be considered the turning point in the match. Referee Andrew Thomas up to a 5 count.
And one thing that the TNA X Division has proven over time, not about weight limits, it's about no limits. That's what Suicide is all about, taking those chances, taking those high risks, and that is sometimes what you need to do to get a win over somebody like Orlando Jordan.
Well, now look, follow-up move after move is Suicide. Kind of got Orlando Jordan reeling and rocking.
And Suicide motioning now, going high risk.
I'll tell you what, Orlando Jordan far away, JB. A little bit past the middle. Wow, look at that. Suicide like headbutt.
Thought he had him there. Headbutt from across the ring. That's high risk.
Yeah, French tickler away from a victory there.
So close, and yet as this match continues, it's going to come down to a question of conditioning at this point.
Well, that was an impactful drop kick by Suicide, and oh, God, blasted.
Full momentum into Orlando Jordan. That could do it. Here's a cover.
Two.
And Orlando Jordan showing he's resilient, can take a beating.
Yeah, Orlando Jordan, he's tough. He's kind of got that flamboyant, kind of soft-like persona at times because he's whacked. But he's a tough dude. And what is Suicide trying here?
Oh, wait a minute.
Jeez. I think he gave him a little lip lock. Wow.
Here is your winner, Orlando Jordan.
I feel like I'm calling a Billy and Chuck match again.
Well, the mask, I guess, was a deterrent or helpful there. I guess we'll never know. Suicide falls victim to the mind games of Orlando Jordan.
Well, I'm sure I didn't learn that in wrestling school.
More great TNA Explosion action coming up. Stay tuned.
That was gross.